People coming together, working for a common cause, reaching out and reaching in. That's a story here on site at Life Remodeled and in Midtown Detroit neighborhood. Over 5,250 volunteers from all over the Metro Detroit area converged on a Midtown Detroit neighborhood the week of July 29th.
It was absolutely amazing to be a part of this. Just every day coming in, seeing the progress on the house, seeing what everyone was doing, and how many people just showed up for this, and how it's making a difference in the entire community, and watching it change day after day.
This opportunity just to come out and just build this amazing house here, and then all the 48 blocks and whatnot. It's just amazing just to see what the volunteers, what God has done in this entire community here is. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just that great. I'm just blessed to be a part of it.
This is a game changer on a physical level, just to be a part of something like this, and to be able to say, look at the things that we've accomplished as a team, seeing what God can do with people in their lives, and seeing people come together from different areas, different religions, people that aren't a part of a faith background but are a part of a major corporation, and coming together and working alongside Christians, and just seeing people set aside preconceived notions and just working together. That's been a huge game changer for me as well.
All materials were donated and all tools and resources were provided. This was accomplished without any city, state, or federal government money. On the contrary, it was 100% from the heart.
What the most impact was to see so many people coming from out of town and all over the place, just all over the city, the people that live in the neighborhood coming together and volunteering to help. The ministry that has been going on every day, all day through here, you can feel it. You can feel every bit of it. And it's just an amazing feeling. You can't even express what it really, really feels like. It's just something you gotta be in the middle of to understand how it really, really feels. It's great.
Chris Lambert, pastor at Ecclesia Church in Westland, was equally impacted.
We've been really amazed at the turnout of neighbors. Neighbors have done more than just say thank you. They've come out, they put on a Life Remodeled t-shirt, and they're working, right? They're working together, they're making things happen. We're linking arms, locking arms, and loving each other, loving this neighborhood. We're all learning, we're all growing, we're all being remodeled.
Life Remodeled renovated 36 houses, boarded up 150 vacant houses, and beautified 65 city blocks. Additionally, corporate sponsors like Quicken Loans, Ford, General Motors, and Detroit Medical Center, and others contributed greatly to the effort.
We've just not been able to keep up with the blight here. Since 2008, we've quadrupled the number of vacant homes in this community, and that's huge. And so this is a huge shot in the arm for the community, for us as an organization, for all of our neighbors. Gives us a jump start and just brings beauty back. And it gave people hope. It was really a phenomenal week.
Aisha Jeter, recipient of the brand new home, was deeply moved by the incredible effort put forth.
Yeah. I don't even have enough words to explain how I really feel. I've cried so much. I'm just overjoyed. I truly am. This is such a blessing. This whole experience has been awesome. And every person out here has been touched in some way, even if they don't know God. I just feel like everybody that's here representing whomever or wherever they're from, they've been touched and see that God is really, in the midst. And this has truly been a blessing.
This obviously made a huge impact on the neighborhood.
It is a wonderful experience. I'm glad I'm in the midst of it. It's one thing for people to tell you about it, but it's another thing to be right in the midst of it and see it. And the people just coming together, they're walking down the street, they're waving at you and speaking to you. And, this street has been vacant for so long. And it's just basically the few of us. To see people walking up and down the street, it's like a community. I was ready to move. I have been telling people I was ready to move out, but I think I'm going to stay. And I was telling her the other day, I said, I think I'm going to stay. Yeah. Because at one point I was ready to give it up and move out, but I think I'm going to stay and see it through.
It brings hope because not only do they see that Life Remodel has come in to help me as an individual and my family, but this whole community. They have been blessed as well, and everything that they've done just brought the community together. I think it brings the community together and make everybody closer, and just communicating and allowing God to work in the community, just being one and being a unit. And everybody's just been so excited of what Life Remodel has done in this community. And I think with that happening, it'll give everybody else a chance to keep giving. You know, I feel like God has given me this for me to continue to give, for teaching my boys how to share, how to care, how to love, and how to give and be neighborly. And they're doing the same thing. They've accepted us and welcomed us in the neighborhood. We weren't even over here yet, and we were being welcomed on the block before we even got out the car good. So it's been a joy, and I just think that the community has been grateful for everything that has happened this week. It's been a wonderful thing for everybody.
I spent a lot of time thinking about myself and thinking about my needs and my wants and how to achieve those things. And what I've learned from Life Remodeled is that I'm pretty darn blessed, and I can afford to spend some of those efforts in other places. If we take the focus out of our phones and out of our social things, and we just kind of start to look around us, there might be things that we see that we can do that might only take 5-10 minutes or an hour, but can have a larger impact. One of the things that I've learned from this is just finding generosity in odd places. So people that are willing to step forward and say, I'm going to help out my neighbor, I'm going to help out this other person. You never know when you're going to need to call on your neighbor. And I think we've learned things like that in the recent years.
I used to work in this area with my ice cream truck, and when I saw all the people working here and with the beautification of Detroit, I said, wow, that's a fantastic thing. So I started to give them some free ice cream. I started to give them some free water, free drinks. This is a good thing in Detroit to happen. We love Detroit. All of us love Detroit. We have to work together so we can have our Detroit back.
Like Pat, I said, I want to pay it forward. I just want to do something. I want to be a part of this. I want to go around and do all of this stuff. The Bible says anything that your hands find to do it with your might. So anything that my hands can do, I'm going to do it with my might.
The efforts of many in 1 week's time have given this community a boost that could last for generations.
What I love seeing is how Christ followers are leading with action. And out of that, there have been so many opportunities to talk about Jesus Christ. You know, in a way that is palatable, in a way that people are actually listening, you know, and open to talking about God or praying together. And the reason that is, I believe, is this. You know, 2,000 years ago, who loved to be around Jesus? Drunks, prostitutes, you know, tax collectors, basically all the people that didn't want anything to do with church. Who are the people that had the biggest problem with Jesus? Well, we know about that. And I really think that the church should be the same way. If the church would just, you know, act like Jesus, then I think the world, the non-Christians, would love to be around the church. And that's what's happening this week. The church looks very much like Jesus this week. And I am just honored to be a part of that.
Life Remodeled in this neighborhood is transformation, not only for this individual family, the Jeter family, but it's transformation of the neighborhood. You know, you can't just work with families and say we've done what we should as Christians. We have to transform the community, and that's what this has done. It's both. It's Ezra and Nehemiah working together, rebuilding the wall of Jerusalem, rebuilding Detroit right here. That's Life Remodeled.
It's gonna get better. Like, I feel like it's gonna get better.
The whole city of Detroit is going to get better.
By all accounts, this neighborhood truly knows what it's like to have their life remodeled. This is Chris Conway reporting for Daystream.